Hello everybody. So we're here today and we're gonna test out this Mardu Angels, just try and see how consistent it is. It has been as one of the winners of the Arena Super Cup qualifier double on what was it, August 4. So this deck was designed and used by Matuvey, France, FR. So I guess he's from France. I don't know how do you pronounce that? Matuvey. It has FR at the end of his name, so I'm guessing it's French. So Matuvey is how you say it. It won second place, so that must mean that it is somehow, in some way, at least a tier maybe 1.5 or tier 2 deck. It won second place, and we're gonna test it out, just see how consistent it is. Let's try we'll change this. Yeah, there. Don't worry, the deck list is right here for you to copy immediately if you want to use it while you're watching the stream, or I'll have the deck list posted on my YouTube video, so you can go check that out. Don't forget to subscribe to that. So let's go in and play some games with this Mardu deck, Mardu Angel. Because you know how toxic these people are. So Photoshop, nice to meet you. Alright, so what do we have? At least we have one black. This looks like a pretty decent, and at least by turn 3-4, if he has a massive board, we can definitely Clarion. Any single target threat we can deal with. God's willing, hello to you too. So put down the Sacred Foundry. He's probably think that we're playing Boros Feather. Well, he's in for a surprise, because this deck, despite the fact that it is a oh my, thought erasure. Probably going to take out God's Willing. There's a lot of hate for it. He's playing Esper. Don't know how we're going to do against this. They have a lot of control ability. Oh, he decides to take out the creature. I guess he figures, well, he can't use your spells if you don't have any creatures. You can't use God's Willing if you don't have a creature to use it on. And seeing as Resplendent Angel was the only creature in that hand. So let's see, what do we do? He's playing Esper, so I don't, maybe he has hero, maybe he doesn't. So I'm kind of hesitant on removing Deafening Clarion. I don't want to get rid, probably, yeah, we'll probably get rid of that land. There is a good sufficient amount of land in this deck. He might be playing Surveil. Dimir Surveil, unfortunately there's nothing we can do. Probably if we didn't take out that one card, the Cliff Top Retreat, we'd have guaranteed the Seraph of Scales on turn 4, but okay. Well, he's gonna take out the Seraph, knowing that now that he has the slot erasure. Okay, let's see. So we're not doing too good against Esper. I think we just drew into another land. Well, the thing is, if he's not gonna allow me to play any cards, then how does he expect to counter me? Except for by the hand hate. Sure. Alright. So we'll probably take out the Angrat's Rampage Pity. And we're drawing into another land. Good game. Don't be so sure yet, buddy. I've come up, these Esper tweaks who tend to use a lot of their thought erasures immediately, they tend to lose the game in the end game, despite the fact that because they use it so early, and they're not actually using it to get rid of the key factors, the key cards. So he has Command the Dread Horde for some reason. We only have one Deafening Clarion and one Bedevil. Which one is more valuable to me? I think it'll be that. Right. So let's see. He did have a Basilica Bellhorn. I think his Esper deck is all about the hand 8. If he's including Discovery Dispersal, Thought Erasure, Disinformation Campaign, there is the Fairy. He's confident about it because I took out the Devil. I think that's what he was waiting for. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out that Bedevil in the first place after all. Well, we have V-Spark. If we draw... But then again, he might have a counterspell, but if he is running all of these hand hates, I am skeptical about the counter spells. So we'll stick around for a while, knowing that we've been able to deal with that Teferi. See if we can draw into some creatures. Maybe even a Sorin would be good. There's a Teferi Time Raveler. He's gonna bounce that disinformation camp. Nope.
Might be a bad idea.
Getting a lot of land. He did control us, but we still have a bunch of creatures. So knowing that he didn't have the counter spell is kind of comforting. So I'm a little confident that his hand is filled with board wipes and removals. Single target, maybe. Probably a bunch of cast downs. And wow, where did that Lyra come from? And it's a legendary too, so there's nothing I can... Lyra is a legendary creature, so I can't really do much about that. Unless we draw into another Bedevil. Yeah, there isn't much that we can do about it, so we're gonna have to take that 5. I hate how
Let's try this.
I hate how streaming does this. Before I got into this, I was playing 2 games, and we won the 2 games. And then the moment I decided to stream, I start losing. So we have another Blood Crypt. We're gonna scoop. That is, we are way behind. If I count the 2 wins earlier, that is 2 wins, 1 loss. Still pretty good. And they all sort of contribute into the total. So we get Scargan on the first draw, a Lyra Dawnbringer, 2 cast downs, and 3 lands. So I guess this is pretty good. They're all creatures, but they're not the creatures that I want to have by turn. I kind of want a mulligan, but we do have cast downs, and there is absolutely no way for us to know what our opponent is we're up against, which is probably the reason why people favor best of 3 more than best of 1s, because at least you get a second chance at the thing. And there goes the Clan Guild Mage. We're also drawing into a lot of these shock lands. We will do this basically because we're kind of afraid of that. Target land you control becomes 4/4 with the 3, so it's kind of like a mini Nisa. Whenever Burning Tree Vandal attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. I don't know how to feel about that. I think I will just do a shock and then put down the Resplendent Angel. Or do we just tap and remove it with a cast down? He could have a bigger card, and we only have 3 cast downs in here. Although we do have a nice handful of removals, but we've already committed to that land. So I guess Resplendent Angel is a no-go. But I guess we'll have to take that 3, get Champ, and just live up with the mistake that we did. I would have liked to put down the Resplendent Angel, but knowing that he might have a Rabid Bite and destroying the Resplendent Angel may not be such a good idea after all. Right, so he's gonna have to discard a card, and he will draw a card. Okay, so he takes out his Clamor Shaman, which he deems not worthy. Probably thinks that we don't have any creatures. Target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. He probably thinks that, well, it is a 1/1, and he probably thinks that we don't have creatures to be put down. So we'll pay for this. I really don't want to put this down right now, but knowing that he, right, actually how about we force out we want him to put down a creature, right? Or maybe we should have done that since we did have instant speed on that. Maybe we should have waited for there it is. But this is also a legendary creature. So we have Scargan that we can use to block. Can be blocked by more than one creature, but we only need one, and we do have 2 Scargans, so we can pay for that put down Scargan with the counter. I hope he doesn't have Rabid Bite, but he is playing Gruul, so it's not out of the question for him to have something. There it goes, and down goes the Scargan Hellkite. He does get to attack this turn first. Ooh, that is painful. Scargan costs 5, if I'm not mistaken. Sorin only has 4 health. So we can put down this Sacred Foundry and put down another Scargan. And let's try and see if we can exhaust his cards a bit. And maybe recover with the Lyra Dawnbringer. Right, so he's got Gargos. And that's it for his mana. Right, we are going to have to block that despite everything. It will die. Can also put down Shalai, Voice of Plenty. I wonder what that last card in his hand is. We have Lyra Dawnbringer. And we do have, we can put down, how many mana? That's 6. So we can put down the Lyra Dawnbringer, block the Gargos. It doesn't have, but the fact that he put down Gargos just means that he might have another Hydra in his hand. So we'll put this down, Lyra for the save, fully, to gain us a bit of health. We can always try and get it back with Sorin later on. Let's just hope that he's out of cards. Right, so he's gonna attack. We're gonna block. It's gonna give us a bit of health. 11, and he has to attack again because, of course, Lyra has double attack. Lyra has first strike, so he has to pass. He has to pass the thing for it to go through. He's probably good. Don't get too worried there, Kronos 170698. He got a little confused. He got a little confused. Alright, so if we put down, you can put down Resplendent Angel for the body block. How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 7. We have, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can put down, we can go in for a combo of Resplendent Angel. Put that down on the board. And there's nothing we can do about Sorin. I'm not too keen on putting Shalai down on the board either. I don't think we can benefit off of that, but we can benefit off of the Sorin gaining the +2 health so that we can gain 6 and maybe bring back something. Okay, so we can destroy the Resplendent Angel. We're gonna heal for 2. He's gonna attack. If he doesn't attack Sorin, if he doesn't kill Sorin, there, okay. Saves a bit, and he draws into a land. What do we get? We got a cast down. This is a legendary creature. Not helping us. I kind of hope we have. I was kind of hoping that we would get like a D-Spark maybe, or Angrat's Rampage, the Devil. Okay, so we are gonna have to block that. We're just gonna have to keep blocking. Pray to the Lord that we get something. There's a Kaalia, and we've got chump blocks. So there's the Seraph. We can get that out. We can actually put it down. Yes. Sadly, but we won't be able to use it. We won't be able to use that. We can use it to block, but I would rather use it to block it when we can destroy the Gargos. So for now, we can double block right? Get the 2 tokens and deal with that Gargos immediately, or we can both of them will die, so I guess we can double block. There's no getting it. Both of them are going to die anyway. There's no real reason to delay that inevitability. At least this time we get these 2 flying creatures, and there's the Resplendent Angel. We do have the 6. I think I'm gonna pass on this for now, just in case he has a creature with a haste. I don't want to block with that Resplendent Angel. I think he's feeling it now. I think he's kind of feeling it now. So we can attack knowing that we have God's Willing, and we're gonna let these 2 stay back, and it's gonna create a angel token by the end of the turn. And we are slowly picking up the pace. There is the Rhythm of the Wild, which allows his creatures to have... Okay, that's another land that we probably don't need. Game is lagging on us, and we will pump this Resplendent Angel once more. At least we have these 2. We can go for an attack. And the enemy is pretty much going downhill as we gain the upper hand with the tokens going wide. So there is... what is that? Whenever it gets until enter, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So he doesn't have any creatures. And he scoops for... He doesn't have any creatures. He just put it down for 0-4. Okay, looks like Q is taking its time. Alright. Plot Z. How do I feel about this hand? This is a pretty good starting hand. Better than the previous ones. Except that we don't have any... I would have... like, ideally, I would have liked to have 1 removal somewhere in there. But I guess we don't get that luxury. So put down that Blood Crypt. Just try and throw him off a bit. He's playing... looks like he's got a blue. Looks like he's playing blue. Blue boy Stanky. Okay, looks like we've got a pirate deck here. I guess I'm gonna put down the Bishop Wings. That is the only Bishop Wings in our hand right now. We have 4 of those in the deck, but I didn't want to risk this Resplendent Angel since we only have two of those Resplendent Angels. Okay, so at this point, I honestly don't know if I want to put down the Resplendent Angel or Shalai. Shalai will help protect us, and does have that magnificent 3/4, and she is an angel. We have 2 of those. We only have 2 of those in our deck, and we've drawn them all. Kind of hoping maybe for a bounce. He does pick up with the 4. I can't block that, so that is gonna go through. This can't be blocked except by spirits. So if I guess we can sort of force out a spirit if we can. Seraph of Scales is pretty good. She will, if she dies. Alright, I guess Seraph of Scales it is. Maybe there's a counter spell in there. No. That'll heal us for 4. It'll help us bring back that. So it does have hexproof, and they have to deal with Shalai first before anything else. Do they have like abilities that tap stuff? Oh yeah, yeah, no. So in order for them to sort of cast things that target surface skills, they're gonna have to do something about the Shalai. I'm guessing this Tempest Djinn. So that's gonna be 7. We don't have the mana. And well, we do have the heal, so I think we should let it through. Okay, there is that guardsmith. And I guess as long as you control a blue creature. Right. So do we need that 5? We put down the Splendid Angel. And Seraph of Scales is only a single cast, and we have... So I don't think we actually really need it. So we can put down the... Hold on. We're gonna... just... Oh wait, we need the double white. Huh. Didn't realize that. Seraph of Scales... well, we're not gonna use... Yeah, I guess we're not gonna use it for its... I guess we're not gonna use it for its vigilance. So I guess we can just block here. No, we can attack. We can attack with Shalai, and we'll leave Bishop of Wings. That thing doesn't have reach, so we'll attack for 15. I honestly think that we should get rid of the Tempest Chin first. Is he going to attack? Is he not going to attack? He's going to hold back. Is he going to hold back the thing? I think we can absorb. We can absorb that. So we wanna, by end of turn, block. What's he gonna do? He's gonna try and figure out how to get rid of it without compromising the Tempest Djinn. Oh, he's thinking. So what's he? I wonder what he's trying to calculate here. So we'll put on Death Touch. Either way, whatever he does, we are gonna create 3 spirits from that death. It's not gonna heal us. I think he's just being overly cautious a bit with that Resplendent Angel. He's just probably thinking, maybe it's gonna do something, maybe it's not gonna do something. If I draw into a land, I can actually... Nope. Okay. Well, we have Kaalia. And do I want a second Resplendent Angel down there? We only have 5. We can... Seraph of Scales is a 4 to cast. I think we don't really need Kaalia just yet. I think I want to put down Sorin for that extra heal. If he counter spells, that's fine. At least we draw it out now. And okay, so he scoops. We just realized that he's lost the game. So that means 4-1. 4 wins, 1 loss. We only need 1 more. Oh wow. Well, I am kind of glad that we drew into the removals, and that's okay. That's always kind of good. What I'm not too happy about is that we didn't draw into any creatures, but this is regardless a good mana curve. There is a pretty good mana curve to this draw. So I have to put down the Blood Crypt. There was a previous version of this deck of the Mardu Angels. But I'm kind of glad that this one turned out to be pretty good. So he's got Hazard Marshal, which creates. Looks like he's going for a white weenie. We'll let him do his thing while we sort of just figure out how we can draw into our creatures. How do we draw into our creatures? Pray that we get Kaalia. Right. so we've got Dauntless Bodyguard. He's gonna attack that Hazard Marshal. We do have Deafening Clarion. He's going to probably sacrifice one of these creatures. Should he decide to do that? Now I kind of wish we had the little angel of death. No, not. I'm sorry, I say that, but what I actually mean is the Massacre Girl. So he's gonna try and save one. Maybe I don't want his. The reason is I want him to use it now and save one of his creatures before he uses it to save something else later on. So he's gonna, yeah, Jesus, he's gonna use it to save the Hazard Marshal. It's gonna create. Okay, I don't really have much of a problem with that. That's the only reason why I wanted him. That's why I wanted to use it this early, so that if he did like sort of put down a thing. Okay, so there's the history of Benalia, and the Hazard Marshal is gonna, because I'm pretty sure that he would have used it. So I kind of feel annoyed that there isn't enough board wipe in this deck. There's a lot of heal, but not enough board wipe, and not enough things to deal with the. You know, we don't have the double black either, so we'll have to take that damage. It'll be four damage. Yikes! And that damage is gonna continue to ramp, especially with that Gideon Blackblade. But
Bless us in
oh
our
boy,
righteous
now
cause.
I kind of wish that we had double black.
I will lend you my
Just
strength.
gonna pump that up with Vigilance. Okay, we do have the double black now. What we can have him sacrifice a Planeswalker. So there's that. Goodbye, Gideon. And let's see, boy, he's doing a lot. That's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does he have Undestructible? Oh boy. There's the Gideon
Let me
Blackblade.
lead the charge into darkness.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Prepare for battle.
He's gonna put Vigilance down on that too. I think I'm gonna need to still no board blocks. Maybe I should have saved it for this moment. Huh. I did not foresee this, but sure. So you can put down the Lyra, probably. And nah, that's a GG. He has too much damage. I used the Clarion too early. Nah, this would have been a perfect time to use it. So misplay on my part, boarding, because then you can really get a feel of how the enemy works. So I think I don't feel confident playing with this deck in ranked matches just yet. I feel like, well, maybe if we give it a shot in best of 3, that's where we can kind of give it a whirl. So we don't have the red for Bedevil, or Scargan, but I think they want to keep, just because we have Temple of Silence, that we can help us sort of correct whatever is not going on, correct the mistakes of the draw. We have Deafening Clarion, and we really, I think this time we really want to be careful on how we use it, especially since we only have 2, and it is our only board wipe. Burning Prophet, nothing permanent on the Burning Prophet. We still don't have any red. Actually, having Deafening Clarion means nothing if we don't get the red. Come on, give us a mountain. Come on. You can do it. You can give us amount, but it's not gonna hurt anybody. And there's another bedevil. We are terribly not getting any of these, but we can put down a Splendid Angel for a body block. He is playing Boros, so he might have Lightning Strike in there. If my Splendid Angel lights up, that means he does have it. Please don't have it. Please don't have it. Okay, so the fact that he's taking his time to think about what his next move is going to be just assures me that he doesn't have. Oh wow, okay, so he's going to pump that Cranko so that it creates a... He maybe has the shock. Maybe. But I do have to... Oh, okay. It has... He does have the shock. Till end of turn. So one of them is going to do 5 damage, but one of them is going to spawn a whole bunch of Krankos. I guess at this point, I really have to block this and prevent him from creating more. Does he have God's Willing? Does he have the protection? Oh, wow. Alright, well at least we body block that. We do gain that sort of advantage. Please be a red. Please be a red. Please be a red land. Yes! Oh my god. Now is the perfect time that we actually do want to use this. Save our ass. There's the Dreadhorde Arcanist that cannot attack. We have a Bedevil in the play. Oh wow, he's gonna gain haste for it. And what does he want to do? What does he hope to gain with that? Is he going to try and do damage by casting another one? Oh, okay, so he wants the draw card. He wants the draw card, he's gonna put that down. We get another land. That's gonna hurt. So we get this Sacred Foundry. Do we tap for it? And what can we do with... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's nothing we can do. I don't think we have... if we put down the 5, we have the Scargan to body block. Actually, I think we do want to put that down. Or do we want to get rid of his thing? Oh, man. What does this do? It gives him +1. I'm thinking we can't afford... good call. I was thinking that maybe he had another Sheltering Light or God's Willing in there somewhere. But I think we made a good call. There's the Chandra.
Wanna go, tough guy?
We do have a Bedevil to deal with that Chandra. What does he draw into though? A land? Of course he's gonna put that down. We have 5. I kind of hope that we can sort of draw into... We have the Bedevil, so we can stop the draw card. That's what he wants. So we gotta get a little bit control-ish here. We have Scargan that we can put down for a huge body block of 5. There's the Feather. Huh. That cannot attack. We're gonna put down Sorin. No, we're gonna put down the thing, that thing. Then we're gonna put down Scargan Hellkite for a defend. We're gonna pump that. We're gonna pump it up with 1. Put a counter on it. I think it could have been other ways, maybe better ways that we could have dealt with that, but I don't know. Probably put down Sorin, bring back the Resplendent Angel. He's obviously not gonna want to attack. I don't know. He's gotta have an indestructible thing card in there if he's going to attack with Feather. Otherwise, okay. So there's the 5. He does want to get rid of my Scargan. Okay. So he has. I guess he does have the enough to. Huh. So we'll let it tap. Let's see. This Scargan can do 4 damage. And this thing, I don't really know what to do. If we bring back the... he doesn't know that we have God's Willing. But I do want to attack first. See what he does. Does he block or not? He probably isn't going to block. He does have the health for it. Yeah, so he's not going to block it. That just means that we can. We're gonna have to put down Sorin and bring back a Resplendent Angel. Bring in a Resplendent Angel. So yep, he's gonna let that happen. Well, next turn. So do we put down Sorin and heal, or do we? How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess we can put down this angel, or we can actually. I think I want to put down this Sorin and then bring back a Resplendent Angel. That can body block, and at the same time it has lifesteal.
You should fear.
So we're gonna bring back a Resplendent Angel from the graveyard. If he destroys Sorin, I guess that's okay, but we do get we get super value out of doing this, because now we have a blocker that has life link, and we also have God's Willing, so we can preserve the Resplendent Angel if he decides to attack with that feather. Okay, shock and awe. So he does 2 damage. What does he hope to achieve here? I can still block. I can still chunk block, right? Okay. So we're gonna God's Willing. Block from red. We've got Cast Down, destroys non-legendary, but his feather is a legendary. So it's either he attacks or he doesn't attack. He might as well attack. Right. It's not gonna kill it though, because it's indestructible. Okay. Now he feels it. He knows that he's on the down low. So there is our 5th win. Huh. 2 Sorins, a Bedevil, and God's Willing. That is going to be a mulligan from me. I don't like that. Oh shit! Are you freaking serious? 2 Sorins, Sarkin, Hellkite, and a Kaalia. But good thing is we have the 2 mana for the Bishop of Wings on turn 2. Do we want to keep Sorin and then take out? I feel like realistically, it would be better to have Sorin in there. 2 Sorins, and because Scargan's like Scargan's gonna be ages away from a play, like ages and ages away. I am a little frustrated with this hand. First, okay. Ground secrets. I guess he plans to mill us out. Okay. Kind of wish we had something to do. Wow, yes, 2. A blue spell. So put the top 2 cards into the graveyard. He decided to call him and do it. Ah, self-mill. I thought he was gonna destroy me. Okay, so there's a self-mill there. I see it. I see it. Self-mill. Pretty interesting. Citrus amoeba. We don't have the red. What else could he have in there that can, let's see. So he's put out the opt, the Demir. He's exiled the creeping chill. Your library. You may exile it. If you do, creeping chill, you get 3 damage to each opponent you do game. Right. So we'll attack. See what he does. He's probably gonna block. Maybe even body block. Double block. Nope. Okay. Narc Amoeba. 29 penalty in the battlefield. I don't know how that's gonna play, but we do have cast down. We need the red if we want to make use of this Kaalia. Narcomobia. So he's definitely going for the mill. So that means we definitely want to keep a bedevil in our hand. Trying to self-mill. So we definitely want a bedevil in our hand. Does he have Jace? Already. Like I wanna know if he has Jace in there. He probably has it already in his hand. So he's gonna go in for 2 damage. He can triple block. Okay, so here's the blood crit. Probably gonna have to put down, either we can put down Sorin for to gain that 6. He does have a 5, or we can put down Kaalia for a block. And then we can later on put in Sorin. But I think, what do we need? I think we need the heal first though. Don't we? Don't you think we need the heal? Don't you think we... Well, Kaalia will give us a block, and then it will also give us a bit of... okay, we get that angel. I don't know if I want to attack with this Bishop of Wings, but, I mean, the 1 damage is definitely going to do something. So if he wants to self-mill with that Stitcher Supplier, he probably doesn't have what he needs. I'm still sort of looking for... Okay, so it's going to do 3 damage to me, and he's going to gain so much. Creeping chill. Ow. Okay, so he does want to attack. He's going to Narco Mira. Okay, now we definitely want to put down Sorin for that heal. Aurelia, I mean, is great, but if he has another like thing there, help him. So we definitely want that 1 heal, and we definitely want that 1 block. Oh right, you know, I kind of forget that Sorin actually has. Sorin gives your creatures lifelink. I kind of forget about that. Okay, so what did he mill out? He took out the Thought Erasure. Do you think he... Maybe it's... Petition? He probably only has 1 Jace that he's sort of saving for. Yeah, so he's not gonna do that. Okay, we'll put down Aurelia. And we'll heal for 2. Right. So what do you want? We want Vigilance. We want attack, and we want Vigilance. If it's red, it gains trample, right? If it's white, it gains vigilance. So he wants to. Oh, what do we have here? Target creature gets 1/1 and gains flying until end of turn. Is a jump start, but it did get milled out. 18. Okay, so I guess he feels a little bit pressured, so he wants to mill. He wants to accelerate that mill. Right, radical idea. Now that I know what's in his deck, I kind of want to see what we can sideboard. So there's Duress. What did he take out? Flutterator. Oh, he has Arclight Phoenix. That's interesting. So he's gonna. I was actually kind of thinking maybe. So this is instant speed, but I kind of want that Bishop of Wings down there. And I do want to heal more. So Aurelia's going to be able to attack. So we want... we can actually put this on that. And probably hang... We can attack with the Bishop of Wings. But Aurelia doesn't have Vigilance. Come to think of it. But we don't really need that... So we get the mentorship for the attack. And okay, that's 10 HP. So if he's running a bunch of mill decks, mill stuff with a bit of a twist with that Arclight Phoenix, it's gonna do, that Arclight's gonna do what, 3 or 4? 3 damage. So he's decided to target me now, so that I mill 1, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's taken out a whole bunch of lands from us. He's decided to mill us out instead of himself. He might be able to play that. Okay, that's 1. Oh wait. 2, 3, 4. Maybe he's got Jace. Maybe he don't. 1, 2, 3. I'm catching. We're catching up. He has to cast another. Oh wait, he's out of mana. So why does he wanna? Why does he all of a sudden wanna attack my Sorin? Oh, okay. So there goes the scoop. Let's see. Okay, it's green or white. Almost pink. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Opponent's power. Take a look at opponent's hand and choose any card name. Activated abilities of sources with just a name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So maybe Ritual Suit. God's Willing did help us. Cast Down was not very helpful for the single targets. So we can get rid of that. We can put in 1 Ritual Suit. It's green or white. This is going to be very helpful. I guess we can include 2 Dimir. We do get that. Definitely Clarion was pretty useful. Shall I? I guess we could use Shall for that basic, for that very basic reason that Skargan Hellkite probably knows too big of a creature to really risk it. I kind of want to have Ashiok in there so that if he tries to mill stuff, we can just, you know, throw it out into the bin. So we have 61. That's 1 a bit more. We did include Chandra as a sort of just in case, because I kind of feel better having Chandra in there. All right, so we get the Duress, and we have Deafening Clarion. I think this is a pretty good starting hand. We'll pay for the Blood Crypt, and we can Duress just so that we can get a quick glimpse at what he's got in there right now immediately. He is going to okay. So we'll pay for this. Put down the duress. He did get pretty close. So we'll take out that down secrets. Ah. I'm sorry, man. Your mill deck didn't work. You had a pretty good idea there, but it it just didn't work, man. It just didn't work. All right, so we'll see how. I guess I do want to play a ranked game with this Mardu Angels, but seeing how it didn't do so well, against that. There's a lot of Bant ramp in the meta right now, but seeing as it didn't do so well, I feel like I want to hold back a bit. I did enjoy playing it in traditional play, so we'll play one more. We'll play one more before we decide to go into. I kind of feel like that last match was a little invalidated because we were up against the mill. It was kind of janky. We were up a janky deck, and our deck is kind of serious. Alright, we get to play first. Draw. Ooh, wow. This is definitely a mulligan. I do not like how... I mean, we could, but no, this is definitely a mulligan. I don't feel... Oh, wow. Now we're getting mana flooded. With no means of drawing, but this only means that if we have 5 right now, this only means that I guess we can put back this godless shrine. Well, we are kind of we are flooding, so and we are a little bit lacking on the black, so I wanted to put that one shock land in the way. Especially since we're going up against this very annoying. So do we want to cast down? I think we do. We want to be... I feel like I want to be able to mitigate as much damage as possible, because obviously next turn he's going to put down the land and he has Cavalcade. We don't want that. That would have been a lot of damage. He would have done 1, 2, 3. He would have been 4 damage in one turn. In one turn on turn 2. So we don't want that. There's another Cavalcade. Is he gonna put down a torture? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh boy. I guess we have to use this then. His deck is useless. This strat is useless without creatures. Okay, there's the Legion Warbus. Getting another land. Boy, we are full of the lands. We are just ripping it. So we've pulled out already. That's 5, 6. We are gonna have to block for 5. We are gonna block and we're gonna heal. He's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. No. But we are gonna heal. Come on, block. You don't have menace. Come on, block. It's gonna heal us for 5, and one of those is gonna go through. Okay, so we can put this Sacred Foundry down and cast down on the Legion Warbus. This isn't legendary, is it? No. So now that we know he's playing mono red, this doesn't have vigilance, so we're gonna just hang back. Doesn't yeah, it doesn't have vigilance. It does have first strike, which is nice. That's 2 damage. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. And we are gonna block that. For a heal of 5. My god. What is it with this deck and lands? We have so much land in here. So much. I guess we can put down Sorin and kind of just heal. The sad thing about this is we have first strike. So even if his Chanda Spitfire gains like a ton of whatchamacallit, pump, gets pumped a bunch. We have first strike, so yeah, of course he's not gonna attack. We're just gonna do this and keep healing, recover our health. I think he's just waiting for a better opportunity to deal with that Lyra while we draw into all our lands. And well, this is good for us. We get to delay, sort of. He's looking at my LP. There he goes. How are you? I wonder how you sideboard with a deck like that. Is he now gonna put like bigger cards in there? Nope. Okay. So he decides to scoop and concede all the way. Why is he even playing best of? Why is he even playing best of 3 if he's not willing to sideboard? Okay. So I guess that is it for the stream. We're done for the night, and that was the Mardu Angels. It won pretty nicely. We in best of 3 we won twice, and no 0 loses. In a best of 1 we won 5 and 2 losses. So I guess I retract my label for it, saying that it is a tier 2. I think it is a tier 1, maybe, but definitely a tier 1.5. So I'm right to name it tier 1.5 Mardu Angels. So I guess that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you there.